Okay, I'm back. I turned the music off. Let me get that back. Streamlabs crashed. I rebooted and it took me a little bit. Sorry. So we have part 2. Hope you guys use the time to get a little bit to eat and drink. Of course, I had my sound up. Now got that fixed. Okay. Now, I am counting 3. That was 3. 4. 5 yards. Okay, I am going to take back my statement that this does not give you shorter yardage. It definitely does. Hi, HD. Alright, so this was 45 yards, 4 ply. Oh, that's nice. My ends ended up right together. I like it when that happens. Okay, cable plied, 4 ply, cable plied yarn. Yep, 4 different colors. How about that? I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. But there's only 45 yards. So that's okay. I'll put it together with something else. There is still a lot of active twist. I noticed as I was winding onto here, so I am going to let it on there. nice bath, but I got areas where definitely got some active twist still. Okay, I don't know if anybody else is going to make it back. I was streaming and my Streamlabs app, program that I stream with, crashed. So, but I think I'm going to be back okay. And hang on a minute. I am going to spin on Nano. But I am going to do some hand carding first. I need to change to the other camera. See what I'm doing here. Alright, so this came from a place called Saracen Silkworks. It's Clouds of Luxury, and it was 4 different very unusual, rare, and this is mink. Not enough to make a coat. Super soft. But I want to hand card it. I believe, I do anyway. You can see it's in, I'm not even sure how in the world this has been processed, right? But it's going to be extremely short. I think it just really needs to be hand carded and put into a roll log type thing. I may be wrong. Try one. Find out. Definitely know I don't want to call it. So we'll see. Play my cards out. How you doing tonight, HD? Huh? Have you been looking at garden catalogs? Gotten a few in the mail already. Looking at. I don't know how this is going to go. Maybe not. I mean, hard. Maybe not. I know I don't like the way it's right now. Oh, I will definitely get rid of the music. And that's real unusual because can't hear you. Can hear the music in the Carters, but not what you're saying. Okay. Hang on a minute. First of all, if I stop the music, can you hear me? I may need to unplug my... It wasn't supposed to be that loud. Hang on here. Okay, we're going to start with this. Yeah, I know, and it was turned down to like below 20. I mean, it usually isn't that much of a problem. Maybe it's the channel I was on. Let me go to a different channel. You hear me fine without the music? Okay. Alright, that should be alright. I think it was the channel I was on. It was a little more emphatic. Does that sound better? Now the carders are going to make noise. And hi, Snoring Cat. I watched you. I did. I watched you weave. Make your shawl. In your competition, sheep to shawl. I'll tell you what. I am so jealous of, not the weaving part. You can have that. I'm jealous of working with the process and thought of working with fiber right off a sheep. I have never had that, of course. I've always had to just buy my fiber after the fact. So I enjoyed watching the video. You guys doing your sheep to shawl. This is mink. And probably should do it on a blending board where I can roll it better. Roll it off better. Or maybe I don't know. I don't know whether it's going to work good or not. It's a whole different thing. Even an hour after it's shorn, it starts to change. Is that right? Fresh off the sheep, the lanolin is very conducive to spinning. My gosh, though, how would you ever get everything spun that fast, you know? That's why you put it inside a space blanket. Oh, and use hot hands to warm the tines. Yes, I have heard that in the past. That, they would warm it. Use hot water. Just keep a pot of boiling water to dip their combs in. Now they were combing, not carding. You couldn't do that with carding. And you were carding, right? Oh no, combs and hackle. Okay. I thought I saw somebody carding when I was watching the video, but I may have been wrong. Anyway, you guys did awesome, and it is just would be so much fun to be on a team like that. I don't even have an active guild, spinning guild, near me. And yeah, that should be my job. Start one, but not into it. Yeah, I don't think. Warming it even for an older fleece. I don't let the lanolin stay on it. I always wash it. This is so short. I don't know if I'm doing it, if I'm helping or breaking it up more. At least I have pretty fine tooth comb at carding cloth. That's the word I was looking for, carding cloth. need to save some of this. For my fiber sample book. I have to say, I have never seen a mink. You know, I go to state fairs and I see what people raise. And I have never seen, evidently, I know they raise them. Probably not as much as they used to, but I guess they just don't show them. At least not in our state. I always thought of it as being darker. I guess there's different colors though. You know, maybe I don't know if they dye the mink coats. The mink coats that I've seen always look darker than this, unless this is the undercoat and the pelt is different. That's a possibility. That what they're harvesting for spinning is the undercoat. Yes. Oh, the housemate was talking to you and you didn't hear what it is mink. I got it from in a luxury pack of 4 different fibers. I spun the Angora already from Saracen Silkworks. There were 5. I'm sorry. It was 2 ounces total, but there were 5 different, and I have spun the Angora and the Buffalo. So this is, and then there's mink, brown cashmere, and camel down. How would you even harvest it for spinning? There was a mink farm in your hometown, and my stepfather knew the family who ran it. The mink, were mean. Yes, they got bitten all the time. I have heard that. Yes. So, maybe they harvest it, before they actually skin them. I don't really know, or from the pelt as soon as they skin it. I hate saying that, but I have no idea. Do you think Google would tell us? Last time I opened up my internet, my Streamlabs, crashed, so I hope it doesn't happen again. Harvesting mink fiber for spinning. Bluegrass fiber arts. Kentucky is the bluegrass state. Spinoff magazine has a way to collect cashmere, mink yarn. Mink are brushed twice a year to harvest the superfine down. Wow. Yeah. Wonder where Bluegrass Fiber Arts is. Definitely Kentucky. There's a mink. Oh, they look like badgers. Mink hairs are rather short but very thick and soft. This is quoting from a Canadian encyclopedia. Mink change their fleece about 3 times per year. For cutting the fleece, farmers handle the mink with gloves, cut the fiber by hand, and then sell the fiber to a combing mill. The mink fiber is cut and combed from live animals like Angora from rabbits or cashmere from goats. No animals are hurt during the production of the yarn. Mink hair is hand stripped off the animal and then spun into the yarn. For the animal, it probably feels like brushing, similar to regular brushing for cats or a gentle massage. The natural wild color of mink's fur is glossy pink brown. Commercial farming selectively bred much paler colors, and mink furs come in as many natural colors such as black, mahogany, pastel, denim buff, Aleutian iris, sapphire, and white. That's like cats. Tortoise and Siamese points. They bite readily and are handled with thick leather mitts. Wild mink spend up to 80% of their time in their dens sleeping, grooming, and eating food they've carried home. So there are companies that do sell, according to this, mink yarn, if you're so inclined. How about that? I will say it's not getting up in my nose like Angora does. It's not as floaty. It's more substantial, even though it is soft. It's soft and like cashmere. Feels very much like cashmere. I already applied my fractal yarn. Let me change my title here. I have it in my mind to try this on the Nano because it has a very light, delicate pull-in. And of course this is really, really short. I don't know. Well, no, I said it wasn't getting in my nose, and now my nose is itching. I'm going to sneeze on the stream, I think. Definitely some really short bits coming out. You try out. I can't spin with a support spindle. I'm not able to do it. And yeah, that's most people spin cashmere that way. Hello, bye followers. How are you? Let me sell you some mink fiber. I'll trade. Alright, you're getting banned. Go get 'em, Twitch. Huh, didn't cross it out. Usually it crosses it out. Oh well. So I'm going to take, oh man, that is short. This little bit here for starting it. I don't think I want any of this really short stuff. But first I'm going to weigh it. Hardly weighs anything. 214. Five. So we're just gonna split them in half like that. I have got to get dry bands or something to use. This is building up in there. Oh, I need more bobbins. I cannot believe I don't have them here. Okay, I'll be back in a minute here. I'm back. All right. But this one, I'm thinking I had a longer leader on it, but I don't. Not really. Not the same as the other one. Alrighty, let's see here if I can do this. I always tape my mat, keep it from sliding, because the mat has, it's a mouse pad, right? And it has a rough side and a slippery side. And rough side I've got here for the, let's see here, this one. I got the rough side, I got the spinning wheel sitting on the rough side. Finish my thought there. Oh, that's a short leader. Not sure this is going to be working good. All right. Pretty good. Not going to get super thin. Okay, am I in that? Yes, I am. I am in the camera. There you go. I am spinning mink. Woohoo! Not well, but man, that's short stuff. Let's see if the carded does a little better here. It's also very fuzzy. And of course, I'm going to have a grand total probably of 15 yards of a 2-ply. Obviously, it's a sample skein, but point is the experience. If, I mean, it wasn't already marked as mink, I would say this was really crappy cashmere. That's what I would say. Stop. Right down in there. Saw that coming. Well, that's not too bad. Took a little bit to break. I also think... Oh, that's a pretty good twist. Oops. Unfortunately, when that happens, you undo a lot of your twist in what you just spun. So I'm gonna see if I can add some more here. Get down to the end of the roll log, and all the short bits that kind of scooched down the roll log are all on the end there. And I'm also going a little too fast. Thank you. So, anybody watching that is spinners? I think you're all spinners that are watching. Have you spun monk? Have you spun mink before? Have you ever spun mink? It's pretty cool. Okay. Oh man, that went thin. It's probably going to break when I apply it. How do you draft this? Very carefully. Oops. Another quality control check. I remember spinning the Buffalo. I didn't have the Nano then. I spun it on the Roberta. It was difficult. But I had spun a Buffalo fiber before that was blended with wool. Of course, this was 100% that was in this pack, but it wasn't my first time for spinning the Buffalo. It's more common to get it. We have Buffalo Farms for the meat, and occasionally a person would come to the local fiber fairs with products. But I didn't get as nice a yarn as I'm getting with this. Although this is not 100% perfect. I mean, it's got the thicker areas, but it's spinning better than the Buffalo did. Angora, I know how to spin, so I did better on the Angora just because I've worked with it so much. Okay, I don't like this. Come on. Sorry, guys, I'm out of things to talk about. I also don't know if you guys can hear me. Nobody's chatting tonight, so. And I'm kind of out of stuff to talk about. Sorry. Except this is just amazing to spin. You got busy with dinner. Oh, you guys. Yeah, I forget. It's evening things, right? Okay, that is just going haywire there. Lots and lots and lots of twists. You don't need that much twist. Fact. Yeah, that's probably what's going on. Everybody's got things. They're talking to people or things going on in the house. Totally understandable. Hubby and I are discussing the possibility of getting a smart TV where we would stream our TV as opposed to having Dish. The other option is the company that is our internet provider does do a cable. And they are local. I mean, they're right here in the valley. So that's a possibility too, but we've had Dish for a long time. But they're playing games with, the price hasn't changed, but they're playing games with not having channels available. And I am not a TV watcher. Hubby is. So I'm letting him make the decision, but I have been pushing as far as going with the YouTube TV or the Hulu. They do offer local channels, which is one of his requirements, so he can see his local news. I have no idea why I started talking about it. I was going to say something about it, but and I've been listening to a book series by Nancy Warren that's called the Vampire Knitting Club. J.K. Knits For You got me turned on to it, and I'm listening to them as audiobooks, but you know, the more I listen to it, the more I'm thinking, man, they're all mystery novels, right? These mystery novels would be so cool written up, done as little series, hour series, maybe 2 hour, I don't know, but movies on Hallmark. They're somewhat, what do you call it when predictable, right? But they're still fun. Hi, All Crafty. Hi, AMA. How are you this evening? My goodness. Now I'm seeing some new faces, so to speak. Welcome, both of you. I am spinning mink fiber, like it says underneath my screen there. It is harvested by brushing a mink that is raised domestically. Not by me. It came in a pack of quote-unquote luxury fibers that I've been working on spinning. Pretty amazing. Super short, super soft, but incredibly short stapled, which is why I'm pinching and pulling here. AMA, are you saying you have COVID? I hope you're recovering. Let's see here. Hi, Veggie. You have no idea what you've stumbled onto. Well, isn't that's Twitch for you, right? Okay, this is called spinning. It's making yarn from fiber, and this is the fiber, and the fiber is from mink, a mink animal. You Google mink if you've seen them. They kind of look like badgers. They're raised domestically. They're brushed. And it's super, super soft because it's mink. So that's what I'm doing. I am spinning this fiber into a thread that I will put together with another one and make yarn. Really? Denmark killed the mink because of COVID? No, I did not know that. Wow. There's probably very few being raised anymore domestically. And I'll use the yarn for something with other things because I will get a very small amount of yardage, maybe 20 yards. So it might be like the very edge of a pair of socks, or just somewhere an accent bit of this specialty yarn. Are you busy tonight, Veggie? Are you streaming? Are you going to stream tonight? I'm glad you stopped in and said hello. Yes, well, I would expect, AMA, that Denmark would have a lot of mink. And I don't know what the U.S. has wild, but I know that raising it domestically used to happen more in the past. It doesn't happen as much now. It was a farm crop for people, you know, to raise money. Okay, I'll come raid you, Veggie, because I'm about done here. I was supposed to quit at 8, so I will come and raid you when you're on. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Stop by again when you want to be intrigued. I spin all sorts of things. All sorts of fibers, not things. All sorts of fibers. Does have to be a fiber. Oh, all crafty. Yes, I saw it. Sorry. Um, I got. You got the mystery box from Something Wonderful, which is where I got my advent calendar. So your mystery box, was it a like the month box, or you said mystery box? But tell me about it. Was it one fiber? Was it a number of fibers? Because the only thing I've ever bought from her was that advent box, which of course was amazing. There was so much fiber. I have not spun any of that yet. Now you have to hurry. No, you don't have to hurry. I am going to sit here and spin for a while. So you don't have to hurry. Veggie. Well, see, I didn't know about the Mink news, and I was like, not expecting that at all. I thought, originally I thought they were saying COVID was like avian but not a mammal. Oh wait, bats are mammals, aren't they? Not birds. That's true. The February month box. 4 ounces of 3 colors of merino and some goodies in it. Oh, that's neat. Yes. Well, I buy commercial yarns. I mean, I do buy yarn from store, but all the yarn that I spin is made of some kind of fiber. The most common being wool, and then after that, there can be man-made fibers, like byproducts of the milk and or a rayon acrylic kind of thing, so man-made, or a natural like bamboo. So yeah, there's all sorts of, and it's a business, it's an industry. I mean, this is not hard to find. Spinners have been doing spinning of these various fibers for many years. Cotton is another one. I used to have Angora rabbits, so I would spin their fiber. Hemp falls into it, yes. The non smoking kind, the hemp fiber that is raised. We even raise it in the state I live in here in the U.S. Hemp for fabric, for cloth, with hemp fiber. Flax is a traditional one that's a plant. Makes linen. What did I miss here? U.S. has 3 million mink and Denmark had 17 million. Wow. All Crafty says you want to try learning to spin cotton. Good luck with that. I've never done well with cotton. Soon as I finish this, which is right about now, I'm going to show you a skein of yarn that I recently made. That's all done. All right. Well, that's my first bobbin of 2. This, ooh, that motor got warm. This is called fine wool, the colored part. There are two ply here. Okay, let me get in the camera. And this is hand spun by me. There is a colored part to the strand of yarn that is a fine wool from South Africa, and there is a white part that is just standard merino sheep, and that happens because one strand is made out of the fine wool and one strand is made out of the merino, and then we do a process called plying and put them together. So this is a small skein. There's 82 yards there. Very, very soft. And that's what I end up with, is a skein of yarn after I'm done spinning. I love the colors on that. So spring-like. I love the colors on that. The camera really washes it out. It's bouncing off the wood here. No, I have a bigger. I have actually a couple different spinning wheels, so this was done on a bigger one. Same concept, but the bobbins are this size, so you can see that it's much bigger, therefore it handles more. I am doing the mink on this because I have such a small amount of fiber. I'm not going to use a bigger bobbin. I have a third spinning wheel that the bobbin is like 3 times as big as the one I just showed you. It's really, really big. So depending on how thick the fiber is and how much of the fiber I want to spin, I choose which bobbin size, which wheel I want to use. Hi, Thorns and Thread. Very good question. Just start spinning with drop spindle. How do you know how much you have for yardage? I don't know it until I ply it and skein it off. I count it as I skein it, and I skein 2 different ways. This is a homemade Nitty Knotty. I'm going to change screens here. Hang on a minute. This is a homemade Nitty Knotty, and when I wrap this way, I have a yard. So I count 1, 2, 3. That's how I count my yards. That is a 1 yard Nitty Knotty. You also can have a 2 yard Nitty Knotty, and the fact that it's 18 inches here, 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 and here makes a total of 72 inches for your 2 yards. Okay, so this is a 2 yard. So I don't know my yardage until I actually am finished. And then I go ahead and measure it and write it down, put it on my little label that I put on. AMA says, you killed him to stop the new mutation of COVID from spreading to the world, and it worked. Now we just have a lot of angry mink farmers that are mad at the government because the government couldn't kill the mink legally because the law that would make it legal had not been passed yet. Huh. But they still went ahead and... I did miss that piece of news, and that is... It's very interesting that it came, I don't know how long ago it happened. It's just interesting that I happen to be spinning this right now. Okay. I turned my music off. It was in November 2020. Okay. I just totally missed that. See, that's what happens. I don't watch the news. I probably should. I should have just muted the... All spinning tools. Thorn and Thread asks, is it easier if you use cards to make your fiber less dense before spinning? And the answer is yes. You're considering getting hand cards, but they're pricey. All spinning tools are pricey, but they last forever and you buy them once. Okay, if you take care of them, obviously, or don't lose them. But spinning wheels, that sort of thing. Now, some people will sell those to upgrade to something else, but your basic tools are going to be something that you buy once and keep, but you don't really have to have it if you buy fiber already processed ready to spin. It's only necessary if you buy a fiber from the sheep, or you're going to raise your own fiber, right? Like have an Angora rabbit or something like that. Then you have to have it. So... Neutral news. Oh, yeah, there is Fox, but yeah, we have ABC, CBS, and NBC. Now, I can't say whether they lean one way or another, but there are basically four, and then there's lots of specialty news channels, so it just depends. So thorns, yeah, if it just depends on whether you want to buy your fiber already processed. You won't need to do anything with it, but a lot of people get into buying a sheep fleece, and then you absolutely have to have some way to kind of process it, put it together, get it ready to spin, whether it's cards or combs, a drum carder, that sort of thing. It's very possible to spin a fiber just by a piece of wool, just by making a little fluff. It's very possible. Okay? So I don't want to discourage you that you have to do it. In fact, I would encourage you to, first of all, buy something already processed, and then maybe something that you get the experience of opening up the wool and pulling it apart so that you can present it, draft it, right? All right, I'm going to spin my second bobbin here. Let me go back to my... You're looking for Angora rabbits, and they're hard to find in your area. Wish you'd known, and I would have gotten them instead of my mini Rex in Netherlands. Yeah, well, those are good pet rabbits. I mean, and it's always fun. If rabbits are fun as pets, they do chew. I mean, you got to watch them if they're in the house, but they're a lot of fun. I raised Angora rabbits after seeing them at a state fair and just like falling in love with them, and of course then I had to go home and read all about. I was a spinner, but not a real active spinner. I had a wheel, but I hadn't really done a whole lot. I knew how to spin, I just hadn't done a whole lot. But then I got the Angoras, and spinning became my main hobby. That's right. And it may just be the situation right now. Boy, this isn't pulling in very good. It may be just, with the COVID and everything, people aren't gathering, so you're not having a chance to meet up with them or buy them, or they're not advertising, they're not trying to sell them. Are you in the United States? Are you familiar with the NARBC, National Angora Rabbit Breeders? Might be something to look up. Well, Positive and Crafty, hello. Welcome. What a nice raid. Everybody's watching an ad. We'll talk here in a minute. Hi there, Positively Crafty. Thank you for the raid. That's amazing. I am doing great. I am spinning. And I am spinning an exotic fiber. It is mink. It is combed off of domestically raised minks. Not by me. I bought it, but it's where it comes from. It's like the undercoat, and it's very short. Oh, okay. Um, you were beading. That sounds lovely too. Oh heavens, I'm not going to have enough yardage to worry about pilling. Yes, it's going to be fluffy. It's probably going to have in the yarn itself little bumps where I, hit some very, very, very short pieces of fiber as I spin. They're called neps. So, yeah, I won't have enough to worry about it. I have no idea. And, I'm not even sure what I'll use this for. I will have probably 25 yards of a 2-ply when I'm done here. This was part of a sample pack of exotic fibers, so not a whole lot of ounces of fiber. Not much, no. No, this is a, you know, oh, teaching, learning, uh, bucket list type of spinning. Probably won't do it more than once. You haven't tried out silk yet, Old Crafty? Oh, silk is really fun. I think, anyway. Of course, it depends what kind of silk you got. Because there's different kinds. You can get the mulberry silk, which is super processed smooth and all that. You can get a silk hanky, which is going to have a lot of, that's like spinning short fiber. It's not like spinning short fiber, but it has a lot of texture to it. So there's a lot of ways to spin silk. Okay, thank you. Take care of those chickens. Feed the humans. Positively Crafty, you take care. I will see you again. Alright, this isn't pulling in. Why aren't you pulling in? I need to make this a little tighter. You too. Have a great weekend. I keep forgetting it's Friday. Alright, gang, I am not happy with how this bobbin's spinning. I don't know what's its problem. But the other one was so happy, and this one is so unhappy. So, It's not pulling in. I don't know why. Hot this is. It's a little warm. It's not too bad. It's a little too tight. Oh, I didn't see her question about carding it with other fibers. I absolutely could put this with other fibers. I just chose not to. I'm just seeing her question. She's gone now, but yeah. Veggie, you're still here? I see the I see your name, but you're probably just working while you're getting ready. I do want to finish this bobbin tonight. Now it's spinning better. Not a problem. You see, I do want to finish this bobbin before I stop anyway. But I should take a stretch break. Once I get going on this, I don't want to put it down or let it go, or, I mean, got to make another join and find the right speed again, and boy, it's a taskmaster, that's for sure. Alright. That came to a natural end there, so I am going to take a stretch break. Well, there's my other bobbin. I don't know why I put it on this side of the monitor, but couldn't find it. I have never plied on the Nano. Whoop. I don't know why. I guess because I was filling the bobbins fuller than I thought would ply onto a Nano bobbin. But I might do that. I might try this. Not tonight. I'm going to let it sit for a day or so on the bobbins before I apply it. I'm trying to get this one thick part out. There it is. Need to smooth it down more. Well, all good things come to an end, and this is the last of this mink fiber. Of course, I will get to apply it, which means run the two strands together in the opposite direction to make a yarn. So we'll do that another day. I won't do it on stream, probably. I will have the yarn to show you when I stream next, which will be Sunday afternoon, Eastern Standard Time, 3 o'clock. I generally stream 3 times a week. Wednesday mornings, Friday evenings, like now, and Sunday afternoons. If you liked what you've seen here, you can always go and watch the VODs, the video on demands, under my channel, Yarn Spinner's Tales. You know, Twitch will hold the streams for about 2 months. Oh, I had just a little bit left. I'm not going to mess with that. I'll put that with my. I keep little fiber samples. I'll just put it with that. Well, Veggie, I don't know. If you're not, I need to go ahead and go. I've been on for 3 hours. Need a break. I could just leave it hanging around here. There she is. She is live. Birthday Rologs. Fiber Friday. Woohoo. That sounds fun. All right, we're going to raid Veggie. Yes. It was a great stream tonight, guys. Everybody. So many people came by. I got to do my fractal spin plying and made my yarn and play with mink. That was pretty cool. My hair is driving me crazy. I washed it today. Can't do a thing with it. All right. We're going to raid Veggie. Come back Sunday afternoon. And in the meantime, you all have a great weekend. We'll talk about what has happened on the weekend on Sunday. Take care, everybody. Bye.